Okay. I think that might work. Oh wow, this really shows you everything, including your engagement while you stream, because they really want you to have that confidence in yourself. I feel that maybe I'm a little too loud, so I'm going to lower the microphone just a little bit. Only a little bit. Thank you, OBS. And then I'm going to increase my background sound a little bit, because surely that's enough to be as calming as possible. I didn't want to do anything typical. You are live, you are not too loud. Thank you. I'm trying to get this to work, and I'm trying to be much calmer than I usually am. Because usually I can be quite bombastic. And the one person in the chat knows that very well. I can be pretty loud, but I am, because I work a job that uses my voice, I am attempting to play it a little more quieter and a little bit calmer. And I hope that it works. Because if it doesn't, I'm in trouble. That means I am going to have a poor, sore, hurt voice for the next several days, and we can't let that happen. So, I am just about done with the husk of this house. As you can tell right now, it's hideous. But I am going to change that today, if I can. So, we have, let's have a top-down view real quick. Right now, we only have a singular tree, but we have a front garden, a foyer, and then we have 4 rooms. I haven't decided whose is whose just yet. Boo for you. You know, the name I have for you is Bay, because you mean the world to me. And let's see. So, unfortunately, I'm stuck with what I like to call E-Asian, because apparently all EA thinks of for Asian decor is boxes. That's the only thing they think to define Asian culture is boxes and pagodas, which could be a little bit culturally insensitive, is the word I'm thinking of. But this is what we have to work with, and this is, I think we'll be fine with this. But for right now, we are going to focus on the outdoor, the decor, and I really do wish there was some other way we could decorate it. But once again, our options are limited because EA thinks that Asian people, or Chinese people, should only exist in a singular capacity. I'm sorry, I'll get off my soapbox. So, let me have a look. I was hoping for some stucco walls, but actually some wood paneling would do. So let's see. A flat wall with wood paneling. Ooh! Oh my. Let's just do this. Perfect. And then we'll see how that works once I recolor it. Cannot change style. I guess I'm not recoloring it. Never mind. Alright, let's try something else. I guess that's only for barns, which is a bit of a letdown. And a bit unnecessary, if you ask me. It's a bit limiting. But maybe that's my mistake for expecting something a little more. Once again, ugly. Let's see. That might work. Let's see. Cannot change style. I just can't win. Alright. Wood paneling is about to be out, so... Oh, if that's the case, what I love about this game in particular is you can use any surface. So let's try something like this, which would strictly be an interior wall. And then, I don't understand why I can't change the style of this wall. It is starting to make me a little bit angry. Oh, okay, I see the problem. So we can't change the style of the half walls. Okay, well that makes more sense. I don't know why they had to make it so difficult. Okay. Alright, so I have a couple of fates to choose from. So let's go back to the wood paneling if that's the case. Because I want that wide wood paneling back, because I really liked it. Alright. Let me have a look. Okay, so Lotus Pier is made of sort of beige pale wood. So let me see. I don't like that. Oh, it might be a little bit better. What do you think? I think it's a little bit ugly, but I don't want it for that wall. I want it for here. Oh, no. Can't have that. Alright. I'll keep it that way until I'm dissatisfied with it. Which, you know, might not be for long. Oh, right. I'm not sure why I did that. Sorry, I'm still working my way around how this game should work for me. What just happened there? Go back. There we go. Okay. Sometimes you have to trick this game into doing what you want. It's like dealing with a disobedient child. Or, in my case, just personally for me, a hungry girlfriend. I don't know why I just didn't do that in the first place. Oh, alright. There we go. And now let's deal with this wall. With this here. Because it's ugly. So, let's see. This is Lotus Pier. So we want something purple. And we want something silver. And then we want this to be a different color altogether. Which might also be purple. Let's see. know what? I'm not sure if I like that. So let's do something else. Let's take this and make it black, like the roofs. And let's take this and just make it very deep purple. And then we'll take this and make it shinier, but it will be purple. Oh, I'm not sure how we're going to get this out of work, how we're going to get this to work, but we're going to do it one way or another. Because right now, it's shaping up to be a little bit ugly. But I'm sure we can pull it together. That's the one thing about this game, is that you get to choose the styles for almost everything you do. Let's see. So let's go back to the gate. There. Okay. Top. Oh dear. The middle. Oh, whoops. I'll give the game a moment to catch up. It looks like it's panicking a little bit. Alright, are you quite done? Thank you. Let's go back to the task at hand. Alright. Let's see. Oh my goodness. Why must you fight me? There we go. I let the game catch up to my ambitions. Sometimes you've no choice but to do anything else. Let's see. Alright, wonderful. Now if only I could get this for the entire wall. Oh, I knew this was going to happen, but that's fine. What I can do is just build it back bit by bit. Once again, that's a big drawback of this game. But I still like it better than The Sims 2. And that might just be because of my voracious dislike for EA in general. But, you know, I'm often a very critical person of the games I play. I am very careful with my time, just in general. And I know that's harder to do with the, with staying inside as often as we have to these days. But I really would like... every decision I make is often very deliberate, so I can often be very indecisive. So if I choose to spend my time a certain way, or with someone, that's a very, very big deal. Especially if I change my routine for someone. Alright, wonderful. And honestly, if I could be entirely honest... Why did I say that with such a strange accent? If I could be entirely honest, I don't find Sims 4 to be worth my time. I find many of its features very decorative. Like there's no added functionality, nothing to really make it better. But once again, perhaps I'm being... Oh, the game's a bit loud. Oh dear. Let's see. that will just have to be an issue I take here. Alright. Sound. Voices, sound effects. I'll just move everything here. Is that a little bit quieter? The clicking is a bit loud. How about now? Actually, I like this color much better. Yes. Ooh. I like that quite a bit better. How about that buzzing? Did it make it any better? Alright. Okay, now let's get to work on this floor. The wood is very bright. But I don't think I'm going to be worried about it for now. Let's do something about these stairs. Nice light purple. And all black everything. There we go. Nice. So, let's see. Let me know if the clicking is still too loud. That is just a loud sound effect in general. Ooh, I'm not a fan of that. Oof, I'm really not a fan of that. That's very loud. I want the walls to be the same color. Ooh, my goodness. There we go. My shoulder is a bit sore, unfortunately. Alright, let's see. So the gates only have 2 color schemes, which... Let's see. I'm actually going to make that a paler purple than it probably ought to be. Because I think maybe the purple is a bit too garish for... We'll cross that bridge when we get to it. For right now, I'm going to finish this up here. Oh, whoops. I didn't mean to do that. I meant to grab the eyedropper tool. actually considering changing some of the foundation here, because I think that maybe the lattice work here isn't that great looking. Even though it makes more sense physically, this is a Sims game. In what world does logic make sense in a Sims game? There is no logic in a Sims game. I don't know why I even bothered looking for it. Okay, let's see. I should be able to do this. Yep, changes it perfectly. But it does get rid of my floor, which is a shame. Aha! Wonderful. And I'm just going to keep changing this little by little. I'm not really going to obsess over how the floor looks 10 minutes before I obsess about how the floor looks. What can I say? I'm a perfectionist. Some people even say to my own detriment. Everyone says to my own detriment. Even I do. Let's see. Oh, perfect. It filled in all the blank spaces for me. Very nice. Okay, so it appears that this is coming unto its own. So that means I want to take the base here. What color shall I make it? I want to make it stone. And I'm going to. Because really, who's stopping me? Let's see. Uneven bricks. Let's have a crack at this. Oh, I forgot a diagonal section over here. I probably forgot one over here, too. No, I got this one. It was this one I was missing. So let's go back. It's easy to get distracted with these kinds of projects, you know? There we go. Perfect. So we're going to make these very dark, but not uniform. And we're actually going to make them a bit blue. There we go. Perfect. Okay. Well, I'm happy with the floor. I'm not exactly thrilled with the walls still. That's not good. I've got to wonder, do I even want the walls? Because the problem with the half walls in The Sims is, one, apparently they're undesignable, which... why, really? And the second is they don't come up all the way. You know what I could do? Ooh, okay. Let's experiment a little. Oh, that's the wrong button. There we go. All right, wonderful. Now, the Sims will try to tell me that this part will be an unfinished room, but I can also say that EA can suck it. And I say that in the kindest, most Bob Rossian way ever. EA can suck it. Because what I can do, I bet... Can I put a gate up here? Like right here? Let's try it. it. Okay, we're in good shape. We're in good shape, everyone. All right, wonderful. So let's take this down here and do this. That is going to cause some problems with the roof over here. And honestly, I can't be bothered to care right now. We'll worry about that when we come to it. I actually might just make this a balcony. I feel like that would be more appropriate. Okay, well, regardless. I really don't want to use this arch. Like, I really don't want to use it. Because it just seems disingenuous, honestly. However, it's the only one that has a sign on top of it. Like the actual Lotus Pier. But once again, it seems a bit disingenuous and, I'll be honest, a bit offensive. I think maybe I worked myself into a hole here. Well, that one's very tall. I like it. I'm probably going to be here for quite a long time, so... trying to decide exactly what I want to do. Just put this massive stone pillars. No. Actually, would that work? Or should I just not bother? I just don't want to put this here. It seems a bit gauche, honestly. Oh, is it even? One... No, it's not. It won't even make symmetrical sense, so why am I even bothering with it? I wonder. Hell and damnation! Really? Oh, that is absolutely upsetting. You know, if I were feeling a bit squirrely, which I'm not sure if I am. I don't think I am. Never mind. Ignore what I just said. I am not squirrely at all. Perfect. Sort of. Oh my, this is... I'm not sure if this is the right decision. Oh goodness. Well, we're stuck with it, so let's... We're not stuck with it, but this is what I have to work with right now. Okay. Alright, so... Those are two very conflicting styles. And I don't know why But it's growing on, it's already grown on me. Odd. Let's see. Now, whether or not I will turn this into a balcony remains to be seen. It is kind of an open courtyard in the Untamed, mostly reserved for practice in martial arts, like any dojo you would see in a wuxia genre film. So let's try to nail down the facade of this house before I lose my mind over it, because I'm going to. So, let me see. We're going to check some pictures of Lotus Pier. That says Lotus Piercing. That does not say Lotus Pier. I meant Lotus Pier. Because I'm looking at both the video game and both adaptations, where everything, like the roofs and the eaves, are all dark. However, everything else is brightly colored and very light. I will say, there does seem to be quite a lot of variation in the wood. So maybe that's where I'll find a reprieve. Yeah, because I'm looking at the render from I'm looking at the render from the 3D game, and actually everything looks a bit blue. I can work with that. So let's try this. We're gonna go with a flat color. Ooh, no, we're not gonna go with that. Why does this have a base? I guess these are interior walls. We're going to go with a flat wall. Flat. 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 Flat everything. For now. For now, I know this looks a bit ugly. Okay, so we're going to go with a light blue and gold sort of thing. Or I'm going to try my damnedest. Oof, no, that's ugly. Oh, whoops. That's an odd glitch. I don't like that. This. Okay, that's not awful. I say tentatively. I say very tentatively. Let's see something. What kind of windows do we have? Or better yet, not what I'd hoped. I thought there were... I guess I was mistaken. No, there it is. I was not mistaken. How big is it? Oh no! It's so tiny! It's so tiny! This little sun, the sun comes out to say hello, hello! Oh my! It's so little! Oh dear. Sometimes there are other things you can use. But I don't think I'm going going to find what I'm looking for here. Although this would be cute. Let's see. I don't know if you've noticed, but I'm having a little trouble seeing the items here because they seem so much smaller than all the other ones. Maybe my eyesight's going. Who knows at this point? Let's see. So, I don't know if you can hear the sounds that are going on above my head, but it appears that the neighbor child that lives upstairs has a new RC car that he got for Christmas. And what's lovely is that he loves the thing, and I'm sure he's very grateful to his parents. However, hearing this thing every minute of every day makes me want to take it from him and throw it out of the nearest window, because it is the most annoying sound I have ever heard in my life. I swear it grates on the ears. And I hear it constantly. Like the vision, like, I want to say like the visions of an angry god, but it makes me a little bit sad because Brian David Gilbert is actually leaving Polygon, which breaks my heart because I adore the Unraveled series. Like, it's one of my favorite things on YouTube, and it'll be going away. Well, I mean, Unraveled won't be going away, but Brian David Gilbert is, and that makes me sad because his stuff is very funny and he's extremely entertaining. That's a little garish. I have an idea. It might not be a very good one, but it's an idea. Oh. I actually think this will work much better than what I had in mind. Yeah, but BGD didn't get fired from Polygon or anything. It did seem as though he was perhaps a bit tired of making video game related content, which I don't blame him for. I feel like everybody these days has some flavor of video game related content, and I can see how it would get tiresome for some people. Like for me, I've been doing stuff about video games for the better part of 2 years. I had a different channel called Cake or Death, and it was a little too referential to Itty Izzard's famous bit, so it didn't really take off or go anywhere. And also, other people that were involved in the channel actually got themselves in a bit of trouble overseas, and I thought that perhaps it would be better for me to not necessarily distance myself from them. Well, I mean, yes, honestly, distance myself from that, but just kind of make stuff that's not only just video game related, but, you know, a little bit of shows too. And I love writing and stuff, so I really want to get my feet wet into that. I am currently just finishing up my analysis video on the Untamed, which is what this video honestly features. And I wanted to have an emphasis... Oh, dear. I wanted to really focus on the emphasis of... Oh, my goodness. I keep deleting random parts of the back room. I wanted to put the emphasis on analysis because a lot of quote-unquote analysis on YouTube is honestly just someone's very angry opinion about a cartoon. Which, I mean, I have a lot of angry opinions, but I don't think I need to inflict them on anybody else but people that are closest to me. My condolences to them. But, I don't know. It just seems to be a bit... I get that he wants what he works on to be a little less self-referential, to be a little less referential to other people's projects and how he wants to make original content of his own. I totally get it. And at this point, I believe one of the things a lot of YouTubers are finding difficult these days is making their own content, because referential content is what gets you views, and then you can shift into original content. However, referential content doesn't make you money because it gets easily demonetized. Let me turn down the mic a little bit. There we go. Perfect. I realized I was going into the yellow because I'm a naturally loud person. So maybe if I just take it a little easier and get a little less impassioned, although that'll be very, very difficult for me to do. Alright. I actually kind of like the blue and gold a little bit better. Let me finish the coloring of the rest of this floor. Perfect. Okay, I think we're finally making decent progress. So let me try to use this color all around the house. Please tell me you can hear that god-awful noise. This child, he loves his toy so much, and he has no idea that a 30-year-old woman that lives directly under him would like to take that toy and throw it into the nearest fire. And I mean that in the most wholesome way. Okay. I'm actually going to leave the lattice work in the back here. I don't know, it just makes me feel better. Let's fill in some black spots here, because that's bothering me. Okay. Awesome. Okay. I wish there was a little more... I don't know what the proper word for a more dynamic color, perhaps? I don't know, I'm not going to sit here and dither about it, but I am going to replace the entire fence for this entire debacle here. I'll make it a little bit easier on the eyes. That way it won't be as ugly. This house is still a little bit ugly because I haven't been able to do everything I want to do to it. Oh my. Okay, maybe doing top-down was a bad idea. Because now I can't see. Much better. Okay, we have to make sure this entire pier is ADA compliant. Railings everywhere. Wait, what in the world? I just realized something. Half this pier is missing. What in hell, fire, and damnation happened here? See, this is another thing about all of the Sims games, honestly. They all do this, from Sims 2 to Sims Infinity. Sometimes you come back to your game, and parts of your entire lot are just gone. And sometimes entire Sims are just gone. You can restart your game as much as you like, and they're just gone forever. And you'll see all of these mods and everything for it. None of it's a permanent fix. And once again, this is because EA is not a very supportive company. I was wondering where a lot of my decoration had gone. It just disappeared. Oh, yep, see? Oh, well, no. This did not... Okay, that did not disappear. This is going to be... This is a gate for an actual garden. And at some point, yes, I will fit the lilies here, and those will be kind of our lotuses. And I think all I'm going to do tonight is finish the exterior. I didn't want to stream for too long. I honestly just wanted to see if it worked. Let's see. I don't know how many times I'm going to say let's see, because I say let's see every time I call a customer. They ask me to do a simple thing, and I say, okay, well, let's see. Oh my! Well, that was a very loud sound. Sometimes I wonder if they're just straight up bowling the child back there. Alright. Gracious. That took a bit longer than I thought it would. Let's finish making the rest of this building. There we go. A nice light blue. Maybe? Maybe a little too light. I thought it was perfect, but now I'm having doubts. Let's make it a bit darker. Oh, oh dear. No. Oh my goodness, game, please cooperate. Oh, right. There we go. Not that much darker. There we go. Let's try that. Maybe it's because when I panned away, everything looked very white. And I just didn't like it that much. I think I'm liking this even less. I think perhaps I am liking it even less. I am being very picky, aren't I? There we go. That seems a bit more doable. A little less garish is the word I've been using. Yes. Methinks a little bit better. There we go. Alright, now we can finish the foundation. Oh, now the lattice work just looks bad. It doesn't match at all. Oh dear. Oh, there goes the confidence I had in it. Oh well. Well, looks like I'll be replacing the lattice work too. Okay, all this is fine here. Let's see what else. Oh, I think that was everything. Oh, good. I think I'll be replacing that too. Oh, big sigh. What in the world? Is that a door? What is so... Oh! For some reason there are platforms on that one. That's weird. There. Game, please. I need you to cooperate with me. So few things do in my life. I need you to cooperate with me. Let's see. Oh! Whoa. Oh dear. Please. Alright, alright, alright. There we go. I'm sure you're asking, Miss Kelly, why would you do the entire back pier all over again? No one's going to see it. It's the principle of the thing. Alright? Don't argue with your doctor. Boom. There. Wonderful. Now I can rest a bit easier. And now I'm going to do this to the entire pier. Because it will... What? What's the response? It will make me feel better. Alright. Oh. Well, that's a problem. Well, I'm gonna fill it in anyway. So... Boop. Can't be placed. But that can be replaced. See? Look at how easy that was. Excuse me. I had a bit of ice cream in the first part of this stream, so if I hiccup at some points, I apologize. That's just the lactose talking. We're usually very good friends, so I don't know why it's fighting me right now. Fortunately, I am not one of those lactose intolerant hands people. Am I filling in this entire pier? Yes, I am. This is the power of my Virgo analytics. Perfection. Or at least... very conscious, very self-deprecating anal retention. Oh, right. Foundations. I don't know why I got so distracted there for a second. For a second, I almost completely thought I almost completely forgot I was even doing them. Yep. I'm sorry, my customer service brain took over. Everybody knows how that is, especially these days. Customer service brain is pervasive. It is a malady that afflicts much of my generation. Because the grown folks won't let us have promotions. Or at least they call themselves grown folks. They're usually the ones acting like children. Wonderful. Finished. Oh, there's a little bit left. See that. Here. Oh dear. Can I? Oof. Did it again. Oh, it will just delete that one. Oh, well, excuse me, game. I didn't know we had it like that. Oh, that's because of the stairs. Alright. There we go. Let's see. Can we? Nope. Alright. I gotta remove a portion of the fence. Now can we? There we go. Perfect. I forgot about the gate. There we are. Perfect. Oh. Oh, there we go. Alright. Now, it is time for us to delete the stairs and replace them with the nice stairs that we have in the back. I mean, in the front. This is the back. Oh dear. Getting a little bit loopy. It'll be about time for me to sign off soon. Oh dear. I forgot something. There we go. Perfect. And I'll put banisters on them at some point. I don't feel like doing that right now. Perfect. Now, everything can look proper and good, because I totally did not forget to put a wall there. Nope, totally didn't forget. All that is just a secret between you and me. Alright, wonderful. It happened again. I need to debug this game again. Because something is happening, and it's not super clear what is happening, but something is happening. Stop, children, what's that sound? Everybody look what's going down. Some of those songs would really benefit us these days. Despite the... what's the word I can use? Rift in the several generations in the United States, and really, honestly, this is the first time so many generations have existed in 1 year, so I think that's why a lot of us are fighting more. But I think they had the right idea when it came to certain protest songs. Because honestly, around the world, we all have the very same issues. We just don't know it. I think I'm rambling a little bit. I apologize if I sound a bit loopy. Okay. I know a sim wouldn't necessarily want to go down into the water like this, but a person would. So I think just having the steps there are nice. Is nice, excuse me. I think we have a slightly better looking Lotus Pier. Now, the problem is... what do I do with the rest of it? Because I'll be honest with you, it feels disingenuous just to put this and this door in every single window, in every single wall. It seems one-dimensional, and like I said before, a little bit insulting. So I think I will start putting... oh dear. Down these windows. Because they fit perfectly. Look at that. Perfect! Now... I have some things to consider. Okay, so you can either go black or white. So let me take this one and perhaps make it a little gold? A little pale gold? A little gold? Oh, no, we don't want that. We want this. Yes! Aha! See? And now, if I look back through here and I find out that some of these windows are like one hair off, that is going to hurt all of my feelings. And I will feel personally affronted by this game. That's going to look so ugly. Actually, I am going to take this and put it up here. Because I think I am going to make this into a balcony. As a matter of fact, yes. I'll do that right now. Excuse me. Hold on. I hope this doesn't look hideous. I wish I could pull out all the stops and make it look as beautiful as the actual Lotus Pier. It just looks very idyllic. I'm actually from a very swampy area, and a lot of people think swampy places look, you know, they can look ugly and dreary. A lot of people think of them like the Everglades, but I actually think, because of where I'm from, that swampy areas and wetlands can actually look quite beautiful. Really beautiful. It almost makes me a little homesick. Almost. It's a lot of bugs. It's a lot of bugs. As a matter of fact, when I was young, my mother, we had a huge issue with sand gnats. And my mother got so sick of them, that she threatened to pack up everything and move. She's like, I don't care, we will move, I hate these bugs. She went full, like, you know, when your mother is just sick of something, and then you all just kind of have to sit there and listen to it, because if you don't, you're probably going to be in a lot of trouble. That was kind of what the situation was. She'll look back on it now and be a little bit embarrassed, but right then, she was not happy. And I think it was because she was covered head to toe in little bitty sand gnat bites. Oh, she was miserable. I felt bad for her, to be honest. There we go. Got the door facing the right way. Okay, and then we are going to put the same door back here. No, I don't want to take that door. I want to copy the door. There we go. Wonderful. And once again, similar to Lotus Pier, I'm just going to put these back here. Let some natural light into the room. I would actually love a large house with these kinds of windows. You can ask my boyfriend, I know he's still in the chat here, that I actually really enjoy looking at houses. And sometimes what I'll do, because of where I grew up, is supposedly the most haunted city in the world. I really like to guess which houses are haunted, which are cursed, and which ones are fine. And usually I can find more than a few houses that are haunted. Or at least cursed looking. Okay, one of these windows is not like the other, and it's this one. Get back. There we go. Perfect. Alright, these are nice windows to have, I think. Once again, I didn't say this was going to be flawless. But I'm actually a little bit pleased with it, I say. Just a little bit. Like, it's starting to come together. I'm actually quite proud. Now, I don't know what kind of curtains are going to go over those things, but I will find out when I get there. Now, let's see. There was another kind of window. This one. Oh, that won't do. Will this do? I can't tell. This is a 7x7 room. So, yes, it'll fit perfectly. Okay, my god. Let's do this. Gracious! That was annoying. Ah, there we go. Okay, see, so the reason why the camera keeps being strange is because of this mass of rock right here that is just... I don't know why it's fighting me, but it is. I know why it's fighting me. It's because the camera in this game can be a bit abysmal at times. Oh, but look at that. That does look lovely, doesn't it? Once again, almost makes me a little homesick. Because of the pandemic, I haven't really been home as much as I would like to be. Oh, whoops. I did not mean to remove that. So, I didn't get to see many of the people I normally see this time of year. I actually don't want this window facing... I want it facing outward. Yeah, actually, I think that's the better option. There we go. Oh, that's great. That's perfect. Okay, and everybody has their own little apartments. And then we've got the family suite. I think if I ever saw this house in real life, it'd be terrifying. once again, putting these windows kind of in front of everything seems a bit disingenuous. I'm not a great fan of it. However, once again, EA leaves me with limited options. Which, I'm sure, as people who have played EA games for an extended amount of time, you understand. Oh, gracious. There we go. I don't know if I like that. One thing about my Sims houses is that I always put too many windows. It's better to have too many than too few. At least that's what I always say. I don't say that at all, ever, but... Oh, it sounded good at the time. No, I don't think I like that. I feel like the Zhang family, particularly Madame Yu, would not be super fond of having people see into their children's rooms a bit at all. At all, honestly. I think Madame Yu would balk at the thought of her children having any kind of freedom away from her. Sorry, was that a little bit bitter? Okay. So, I think... Oh, that's right! The outside rooms need doors. So, once again, not super fond of this door. So I think we'll do something a bit more whimsical, like this. I wonder, do they all have to be like that, or any of them, like... Any of them have, like, a... Oh, I know! This pattern. I like it so much. Because, most of the doors in Lotus Pier have the 9-petal lotus in them. And this, I think, would be a good substitute. It's a little uneven, though. So maybe these doors? No. There was one door. Was it this one? Couldn't have been. Might have been. But there was one in particular that I'm thinking of. I actually think it was this one. Ah, this is what I was thinking of. See, it's got that sort of bamboo-ish pattern. I am considering... I am thinking... Let's see what other designs they have. I actually think I'll go with the uneven doors. Because I just like this so much. Let me get in close to this door to see if I am just... I don't know if I like it yet. I really am not sure. And you know what? Because I'm not sure, I think I will just go with the Mag's door. I think that's what I'll do. And we'll color it. Oh. You see, I have bad circulation. And what I do is... Why can't I color this door? And what I do is I put my feet on a nice heating pad, and it finally gets the blood flowing through my feet. And it feels very, very nice, especially on cold, wintry days. Because on cold, wintry days, someone in my condition will slowly turn into a popsicle. Or a statue. Mostly a statue. I really miss the big wide doors though. Oof. I know I'm being so picky, but I think I'm gonna stick with the big wide doors. Yes, I think this is what we'll stick with. Okay. Turn around. And I think we will have the same windows on the outside. Because this is The Sims, and they'll need it, every little apartment will have its own bathroom, because it's The Sims. And you know, if there is not a bathroom in immediate sight, the Sim will promptly piss itself. Alright. I think that'll do. Beautiful. Now, there is one thing that I would like to do with the middle of the pier here. And there is an awful lot of... Ooh, Chinese maple would be a bit too tall. Let's see. Ooh. Now, a big Spanish moss tree would work. But look at how low it hangs. Oh, that'd be just awful. Ugh, no. So we are going to find a large cherry tree, because there were lots of cherry trees in the TV show, in Lotus Pier. Ooh, I actually think I'm going to take this big one and put it in the middle here. Right. Yes! That's lovely. That's just lovely. Oh yeah, that's just lovely. Okay. Oh, gracious. Nope. Move back. And we'll put a small gate around it. Okay. I think I'm going to add several more small cherry trees in the front of the house. I actually think that's too much. Okay, I don't want to get too carried away here today, because I don't want to be here all night. because I've got other things to do, like showering and playing several games of Overwatch like I do almost every night. I know it sounds odd, but playing Overwatch after work is very cathartic for me, even though my roommate and my boyfriend would disagree. Oof, flipping through that house. I'll move it away. We'll give it a less than uniform look, and I think that will actually benefit it some. Okay, I think we are going to... You know what? It'll be like Lotus Pier. We'll put a wood walkway in front of the house. So it'll be just like a pier. And you know, near the water, there actually aren't very many cherry trees. There are quite a few where I live, but that is not very typical. Yeah, it's actually pretty odd for that to be. It would actually be fairly odd. So we had one or two, and they were very, very beautiful. But they bloomed only for a very short time. Honestly, shorter than usual. Ah, there we go. The reconnection was successful. I should catch up with everyone else in a moment. OBS just had a little bit of an episode. It got a little scared. Sometimes OBS gets stage fright, and that's fine. Everyone expects so much of it, you know? They expect OBS to save their streams, keep them afloat, and it's just under so much pressure, you know? No wonder it crashes sometimes. No wonder it gets a little scared and, you know, just... I wouldn't say gives up, but just has a bit of a moment with itself. Maybe gets a little freaked out. Going to fill this. Where is the tree that I am looking for? Here it is. We'll give it a more organic look. Just said organic look. Like, oof. Alright. I wonder where this... There's quite a bit of bamboo in the show. Although I don't think that's necessarily true to the environment. I have never seen any bamboo in my kind of wetlands, but I would rather go with the show than my personal experience, as I have never been to China. Okay, yeah. My brother has, though. My brother has been to China. He lived in China for a year, I believe. And he speaks fluent Mandarin, and so does my sister, though we're not necessarily talking right now. I, however, am not a polyglot like my siblings. And sometimes that makes me sad. But I am slowly learning, Mandarin. Sort of. It's more by osmosis than anything. A lot of vegetation, my goodness. I wish that there was more than one measly bamboo tree. Oh. Never mind. Belay that, I guess. Alright, one thing about the Lotus Pier is that it looks very idyllic. I'll have to study it again, but for now, it looks like the exterior of the house is done. It looks a little less garish, a little less dead. It's got all the vegetation it needs. Well, it doesn't. I'm actually going to fill it out with a lot more flowers, and probably my next stream it's going to be very, very decorated, like very much so. So, in that case, I think I am about done here. It's been about an hour and a half, and I think I'm going to go and wind down a little bit. And it has been very interesting to get back in the swing of things. I don't think I will ever go back to streaming Overwatch, which that's more of a very personal thing for me, and it's a bit of a personal decision. Um, I wish, the people I did work with every piece of luck in the world. I still love them very dearly. And even though I know he who shall not be named is having some issues right now, and I will not say what the situation is, but I can tell you that if I can tell you that it is something that would change your opinion of him. And it definitely did for me. And I will not be affiliating myself with his channel or anybody who worked with him on a personal level. It's that extreme. So I will be on this channel from now on, and I will go from here. We'll see what happens, and I rather like the direction this is going. It's a bit calmer. I'm not yelling as much. I remember at one point, especially after the really long Final Fantasy streams, my nose would be bleeding because I've talked so much, and it was brutal, and my throat would be sore. I got sick very often, so we won't be doing that this time. We'll just be kind of chilling out. We'll be relaxing. We're all friends here. We're just kind of, if you can be chill, I can be chill. This is, this is a doctor's office, which is not chill at all. Why did I even say that? Oh, I'm getting a bit loopy. So, I guess I will see you all later. I can't say for sure that I'll be here tomorrow. It depends on how I feel, but I will definitely be here later, and I will be finishing up work on my Untamed analysis video. So far, it is shaping up to be 8 to 9 parts, which will be a solid 6 hours over all 9 parts. So, without further ado, you have a great day.